Welcome back, guys. Under construction episode 2. Today we have pull day, so I will show you my pull A session. So step by step, video by video, I will go over every single session of my new training program, and I will delve deep into the whys and hows behind it. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Now, a lot more content is also going to drop in weekly, breaking down some of the process for prep and giving you as much value and insight as I physically can. So do me a favor, a lot of you are still not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, show me some love, support the channel, that way I can bring more content to you guys if you do so. So like, subscribe, hit the notification button, show me some love, thank you. So I do a lot of core work before every single session. Now, hanging leg raise is an excellent exercise, not just for your core, but also shoulder health. So if you can hang in that stretch all your shoulders out before you actually go into the session with no pain, you're definitely good to go. So, right guys, so my intro workout currently, which is 30 grams of performance fuel. There's going to be a separate video that actually covers my diet in detail before I post show the reasons why and how. Now, performance fuel from UltraFlex, the best quality intra. This is actually pina colada flavour, which is stevia flavoured, which is amazing on digestion. So definitely give it a shot if you do have digestive issues. Now, massive thank you for all of you that are supporting me through actually using the code at JP. It really does help a lot. So guys, if you want some discount on Train by JP subs, code Kuba 10 is the one. You know that, write it down. Right, so a little bit of priming work. Wide shrugs, just moving my actual scalp through full range of motion into elevation and depression, which is only going to feel better as I actually go into my big stuff. So it takes me around 5 minutes to do all prep work. Super easy, it's just exercise that I need that allow me to actually have better sessions with my compound stuff. Exercise number 1, single arm lat biceps pull down. We have got the original Nautilus pull down, which is amazing for lat work. So that is the choice for exercise number 1 today. We are going to focus on lat training predominantly, then upper back to finish off on. Why? We both need a lot more lat, and we should always prioritize your weaknesses. So that's the main reason for having this set structure in place. So very much looking forward to getting stuck into this session. I am now almost 4 weeks post show. Body weight is 5.5 pounds up from stage weight. Condition still within striking distance. The only thing that's changed is obviously I'm in a health phase, so the look is a little bit different. But apart from that, everything's on point. Recovered really well. Hunger's very high. My blood work is epic, as you will have seen from one of the videos. So I'm super pleased. Now game time. Sharp exhale, core braced, spine neutral. Stay nice and upright, lean back just ever so slightly. Keep your hand slightly semi-supinated to get your shoulder externally rotated. So all this means getting your elbow in, out in front of you, and then drive your elbow down and into the pocket of the hip. Pause, and now reach forward and up, maintaining your posture. Inhale at the top, exhale at the bottom. Right, down. Beautiful. Let's talk a little bit about tempo to build the most muscle. Now, key is not being slow. You want to make sure that you control the movement, specifically in end ranges, so in the stretch and in the short end range. This applies for all exercises. You want to make sure that you are still training with all-out intensity and effort. So never try or aim to be slow. You have to have control with intensity. So own your reps top to bottom. Make sure that you are not sacrificing any effort and intensity whilst doing so. There's a fine balance between just being slow and not giving the power that you're capable of and using the load that you're capable of versus having the right control and using appropriate loading. So make sure you get the balance of both married so you can actually get the most muscle mass. Right there. What is the best rep range for building muscle? The way I like to gauge this is definitely not only muscle specific, but also exercise specific. Work in the rep range that allows you to get the best connection with that given exercise, with the rep range of your target. So for example, on a pull down, I don't ever venture to any repetitions below 8 reps. Because the second I do, the load just gets too heavy for me to stay accurate and actually get good connection with that. So what will actually dictate the rep range that you work with is your ability to stay connected with the muscle that you're trying to train and uphold good execution. So the rep ranges that I work in will vary. However, mostly they will sit between 8 to 20 reps. Compound work between 6 to 12, mostly 8 to 12 to 15 reps. And then isolation work, it will always sit between 10 to 20 repetitions. Right now. I only wish people would get so much satisfaction and joy that I do out of training. It's quite sad to see people just live with no real passion, with no purpose. I'm extremely blessed to actually have found my purpose and my passion that I can live day in, day out through my own process and my clients. So sometimes it's nice to be able to look around and realize how lucky you are to be in the position that I'm in. I'm extremely grateful to be able to do what I love every single day with the people that I love. So down. Come on, strong. Come on. Come on, drive. One more, stay with it, come on. Drive, excellent. I've always adhered well, but there's levels to it. This time round, I've literally macro tracked all my food, and it's made a massive difference because what happens post-show is people have a massive meal off plan, not really count the macros. That'll push the surplus up and beyond where they're gaining weight all week. But in hindsight, because the meal's so large, they're actually eating at a deficit all week. So they'll feel like shit because they're actually in a deficit, but they'll just binge and eating way too much at weekend or just at one meal. So what I found is staying in a small surplus has actually allowed me to feel better recovery, better sleep, better mood. I've recovered post-show extremely fast. That's because I'm in a small surplus across the week, not just driving it with one meal. That's where most people get it wrong. And that one meal, that large meal, also leads to more body fat gain as well. So, fire it down. So upper back pull down work, you always want to allow your shoulder to come into as much elevation and protraction as possible whilst maintaining your posture. So what I like to imagine is, as I come to a stretch, and this principle allows for all pull downs, this principle actually stays the same for all pull downs, is I try to push my rib cage away from the hands and then drive through, keeping the posture through, allowing the scap to go through the widest range of motion possible. This cue I actually really love for rowing and pull down work, because it allows you to get that extra range of motion for the scap, which is the goal. You want to make sure that you stretch that back as much as possible, and then get as much range going to the shortened range as well. So, right down. Simple cues go a long way. Feels absolutely superb actually. This machine is a Cybex dual axis row. It's far older than me, but feels amazing. So we're going to run with that today. And the beauty of this machine as well, it's quite heavy in the stretch and it drops off here, which is perfect because your lat is actually strongest in the stretch. So now, third exercise in, we want something that's going to challenge the lat here more and allow for a drop off here where we're actually weaker. So exercise selection, guys, is very important. When it comes to importance, exercise execution comes first, second comes exercise setup, third exercise selection. And I would argue setup and execution can actually flip-flop, because without good exercise setup you cannot really nail execution. So it would actually go exercise setup, execution, selection. That's your three variables to get the most out of your training. Right down. So guys, 25 grams RPS max. We've got my intro workout nutrition, which is always performance fuel, and I actually drink this halfway through the session, always. It's around 2:30. Timing of that, Joe, it's pretty perfect, isn't it? He knows. Now, I drink that in one single hit because I like to spread my protein servings even across the day. So guys, get yours from strengthmygp.com. Kuba 10, you know the drill. Feels good, very, very good. I feel like exercise selection at the moment, session is absolutely superb. Every single session feels tip top. Couple of things you need to consider when it comes to programming. One, it has to be a combination of both what you need in order to develop and grow and progress, alongside an enjoyment factor. I personally thrive of making progress. I can actually learn to really enjoy something that is hard and challenging, and something that at the time I may not like. I can learn to absolutely love it if it's going to contribute towards my long-term progression. So remember guys, you do need a mixture of both, but ultimately you need to focus on the work that's going to allow you to make the most progress. And sometimes that means doing something that you particularly don't like doing. You have to accept that, and that is always a very worthy trade-off. Now, when it comes to picking exercises that are going to do the job better, some exercises might feel better from a sensation standpoint. Now, other exercises will actually give you more stability. If you have more stability in exercise like this, not only have a longer run rate progression, but you can actually generate much more force, meaning that you'll be stronger, use more load, and in essence, you can actually create more tension in the muscle that you're trying to train. And again, more tension, more potential to break down more tissue, which means more growth. So sometimes it might be worth picking an exercise that is harder, like this, as opposed to exercise we were doing before, but it will give you much more bang for your buck. All right, now. Alright guys, so chest supported lat bicep pull down. You want to use a bar that allows you to attach the handles to it. Keep a semi-supinated grip, and then keep your posture fixed throughout, maintaining neutral spine. From that position, you want to reach forward and up, extending your elbows away from you, and then drive your elbows down and into the pocket of the hip, aiming for your upper arm to finish parallel with your rib cage. As you come to stretch, you can actually allow for a little bit of protraction through your shoulder, as long as you're not allowing your shoulder to fully elevate, because that will actually pull our upper back into play, which is not what we want. So that is a lat bias chest supported pull down. Right down. That feel good on the lat? Do you like it? She likes it. Okay, beautiful. Bicep. Now, I actually prefer doing bicep first and then actually finish off on rear delt. It gives me a nice break for rear delts to recover, to really be able to get a lot of accurate reps and a lot of quality reps, rather than going straight to rear delt from back work. Because your rear delt, no matter how good execution is, it will do some work across all your lat and upper back work. So my advice is, if you do struggle connecting with rear delt, give them a shot after doing your bicep work and see how that feels. Right guys, Pro Series Nitron Bicep Curl, potentially one of the greatest bicep machines ever made. Adjustable resistance profile with 2 loading arms, adjustable seat, bracing point for your bicep, making it one of the best pieces that you can actually get for your bicep. So this is definitely my go-to. It has rotating handles, meaning you can manipulate your position of the wrist to actually suit keeping your joints nice and fresh. And this stability point and the seating position is just excellent. So definitely 10 out of 10. Extremely happy with this design. So if you want the best, you've got to invest in the best. And this is definitely by far one of the best pieces that we have come out with just yet, especially for arms. Most of you probably already know, I hate arm machines because most of them are terrible. But designing this, I knew how to tick all the boxes, so that is exactly where I want it. Now, another benefit of this machine, it does have an extremely small footprint. So if you do find yourself that you don't have much room in your gym, we've got you covered. Nitron Pro Series Bicep Curl. Get it. A lot of guys struggle with arm training because they don't actually put enough effort into arm training. Arm training isn't exciting, but you have to make it really, really challenging and exciting to be able to progress. So for me, I aim to attack these sets with the same effort as I do a hack squat, a bench press, because I know the importance of the small work, just like the bicep stuff, like the rear delt work, like the tricep stuff, really makes a big difference. If you can go into these sets with the same mindset, makes all the difference that you need. And you can actually get much more out of less when it comes to your training volume if you do so. So switch it on, mindset is everything. Go all out into all of these sets, not just select few, and select the exercise that you like. Attack the exercise that you don't like with the same effort and the same passion. It'll pay off. Write it down. Right guys, that's the session wrap up. So you have seen my pull day. Now you're going to see a post-workout meal, which is absolutely amazing. I've got baked apples mixed into my apple and custard cream of rice, which smells divine. Meg, how is it? Meg's got the same, so we'll see. But post-workout meal at the moment is 130 cream of rice. I like to mix JP stuff because it's absolutely divine. Today we've got 70 grams of apple and 30 grams of strawberry, which is absolutely 10 out of 10. Now for protein source, we've got some 400 grams of prawns, 30 grams of kimchi, and a little bit of no added, it's actually low fat, low calorie, no calorie source. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe. Please show me some love through supporting the channel and using my discount code with Train by JP if you want some discount off. That is my pull A done and dusted. Much more to come, guys, so make sure you subscribe if you want to see all my sessions for the Under Construction series. Episode 2. Peace out.